Hi everyone, I'm Dennis, the lead developer at Upscale. Today we're recording an overview of the Upscale platform, where we'll go through the main trading features, account management, and other capabilities of the Upscale platform. What is Upscale? Upscale is a next-generation prop trading platform. What is prop trading? Prop trading is a model where the platform provides the trader with capital, and the trader earns up to 90% of the profits made on the platform. Upscale is unique in that it uses Web3 mechanics to simplify onboarding, ensure deep liquidity, and provide the best trading conditions for its traders. How do you log into the platform? The platform supports a wide variety of different login methods. When you go to the platform, you'll see a screen like this. So what are the ways to log in? The first and easiest way is to log in using social networks. For example, through Google or Telegram. Why do we recommend logging in through Telegram? Because if you log in through Telegram, you'll receive notifications. That means you'll get notifications in Telegram about everything happening on the platform. About order executions, when your account changes status, and sometimes about liquidations. But you can use any other login method you prefer. Social, meaning Google, or you can log in using wallets. Which wallets do we support? On the left here, you'll see the wallet that the platform has automatically detected. In this case, it's MetaMask. If you want to use a wallet that's on your phone, select Wallet Connect and scan the QR code with your phone. You can also connect using Tone Connect or with FSL ID if you have an FSL account. Or if for some reason the platform doesn't detect the wallet you have installed, click All Wallets, select any of the wallets listed here, and continue with authorization. Our platform is available in two versions. As a web application, in fact, today we'll mostly be looking at this one, and as a Telegram app. The Telegram app is very convenient. You never lose control over what's happening on the platform, over your positions, and your trading is always with you. So let's log in using MetaMask. Select MetaMask and click Connect. And now we need to sign a message so the platform can verify that we really are the owners of this account. No problem, we sign the message and get access to the platform. As soon as we enter the platform, the onboarding screen immediately appears. Here, we'll try to briefly explain what this platform is, why you need it, and how it works. The onboarding process generally takes about 3 minutes. Let's start onboarding. The platform asks you about your trading experience. I don't have a lot of trading experience overall, so let's say that I trade from time to time. Have I tried prop trading before? Let's say no. Let's assume this is my first time. And then the platform starts explaining to us what prop trading is, that it's a model where you receive capital, and then you have to follow certain risk management rules, which we'll talk about later, and so on and so forth. Okay, everything is clear. A few reviews from our traders, and let's continue. Upscale is a next-generation platform that lets you get started without KYC, provides 24/7 trader support, account scaling, meaning you can keep growing and get more and more capital to manage, and so on. Next, what assets do we trade? Again, we'll talk about this later, but basically, we trade everything. We trade crypto, indices, commodities, and even Forex. And finally, the platform has assessed my level absolutely fairly as a beginner trader and offers me the choice to either start with a real account with real capital or try out a demo. So here we have a demo account. A demo account is the easiest way to try out the Upscale platform and start trading without risking your own capital. You're greeted by the risk panel, the risk dashboard. What is the risk? Dashboard? The risk dashboard displays all the parameters your account needs to meet in order to stay on the platform. For your convenience, when you first start a demo account, the platform will show you this. Here's a guide to help you understand what's what here. So let's take a look. We're on a two-phase account, a two-phase challenge. This means that before we get access to real money, we need to pass 2 phases of testing. We'll talk more about that a bit later. In more detail, for now, we can just see our progress through the phases here. Here's our balance. Well, this part's pretty clear, right? So right now, I have $10,000. My account can go down to a minimum of $9,000. If I drop below that threshold, I'll lose access to the account. And to move on to the next phase, to pass the first phase of the challenge, I need to earn $500. That means I need to reach a balance of $10,500. Next up is the daily drawdown. I can't lose more than $500 in a single trading day. If I do, access to the account will also be revoked. Then there are the profitable trading days. To move on to the next phase, I need to have at least 3 profitable days. So far, that's 0. Are we ready to start? Let's go. We've moved on to trading. On the trading screen, the first shade is on the right, account selection. Right now, I have one account, which is a demo account, but in the future, I can have one demo account and up to 4 funded accounts on the platform. So here, I choose which account I want to make a transaction from. Here I have a standard trading terminal. Here I keep an eye on the chart and can use various tools to draw all sorts of hints for myself and so on. And here I have a window for selecting parameters and opening a position. Upscale allows us to trade perpetual futures. So here we specify order types, leverage, and so on and so forth. We value feedback from our users, and that's why we're launching a small contest. Write your suggestion for improving Upscale in the comments. The very best ideas will be implemented, and their authors will receive challenge prizes from the Upscale platform. Let's see how we can start trading. First of all, we have the direction for opening a position, long or short. Long is a bet on growth, short is a bet on a decline. We have different types of orders. These are market orders, limit orders, and orders with stop market and stop limit types. Let's talk in detail about the different types of orders a bit later. Here, we specify the amount of funds we want to put up as collateral for the position. For example, 10%. Here, we set the leverage from 1 to 5. We specify a risk, stop loss, and take profit. These values here are for quick selection of your most commonly used parameters. Risk management, you can customize them to your preferences right in this window. So here I can enter my most frequently used parameters for quick access. All these most common parameters I work with. I've set the parameters for the stop loss. We click on long. Our position opens, and we can see that a stop loss has appeared on our chart. On our chart, a take profit has appeared, and for our position, the PML, meaning the real-time display of profit and loss, starts ticking right away. While we're opening a position, we can see our hints here. For example, the position size in Bitcoin, or in this case, in the base asset, the amount of margin after deducting the commission, our entry price, our estimated liquidation price, and so on. As soon as I change something here, all these parameters will be displayed and recalculated in real time. After we've gotten familiar with the platform in demo mode, we're ready to purchase our first challenge. To purchase a challenge, click the Add Account button. On the platform, you can have up to 4 accounts at the same time, plus a demo account. So what exactly is a challenge? A challenge is essentially a test of your trading skills before the platform gives you capital to manage. What kinds of challenges are there? First of all, we need to choose the markets we want to trade on. We have 3 types of markets available. Here we have all markets. This includes crypto and classic markets, which means over 100 crypto pairs plus Forex pairs, stocks, indices, and commodities like oil, gas, and so on. If we want to trade only on classic markets, that is Forex, commodities, and stocks, then we choose classic markets. If we want to trade only crypto, we open crypto markets. Next, we can choose which type of challenge we want to use. The most basic one is the two-phase challenge. In the first phase, you need to earn 5% on your starting capital, and in the second phase, you need to earn 8% on your starting capital, while following the following risk management rules. The daily drawdown must not exceed 5%, and the total drawdown must not exceed 10%. At the same time, in the first phase, you need to have 3 profitable trading days with a positive P&L, and in the second phase, you need to have 5 trading days with a positive P&L. After that, you will be given a funded account in the amount you select here, 200,000, 100,000, 50,000, and so on, from 200 to 5,000. If we believe we're good traders and we're confident in our skills and the 2 phases seem too long and we want to get a funded account faster, we can choose the accelerated challenge type, meaning the fast track option. Accelerated means we only need to pass 1 phase, earn 10% on the amount with a daily drawdown of no more than 3%. The total drawdown must not exceed 6%, and you need to have 3 profitable trading days. There are also accounts available starting from 200,000 in starting capital up to 5,000. And finally, if we're absolutely confident in our skills and don't want to trade on demo at all and want to get a funded account right away, we choose Turbo. Turbo is instant funding. The only condition is that the trailing drawdown meaning from the maximum equity level, must not exceed 6%. And before your first withdrawal, your account must have 5 profitable trading days. And that's it. You get a funded account right away. There's no demo stage. You start trading immediately. And if you achieve 5 profitable trading days while following the risk management rules, you can withdraw your profit right away. So after we've chosen our challenge type, we move on to payment. What payment methods do we support? You can pay directly through your wallet, meaning we've logged in via MetaMask. I also have the base network set up in MetaMask. So I can pay right away either with Ethereum cryptocurrency on the base network, that is the native crypto, or by using USDC stablecoins. If I want to choose a different network, not the one my wallet is currently connected to, I select Crypto. And here I have absolutely all the payment options available. That means Ethereum on any network, USDC, USDT, BNB, 0G, Polygon, Tron, and so on, USGT. And here I can choose the networks where I can pay with USDT. I can pay with USDT on Binance Smart Chain, Tron, Ethereum, Polygon, TON, and so on. In addition to paying with cryptocurrency, residents of certain countries have the option to pay by card or through local payment systems, meaning you can pay with fiat. We select Pay with Card, and we see that local payment systems are supported for India and Nigeria. For euros, you can use SEPA payment and so on and so forth. This list is constantly expanding. We are working on bringing in a large number of fiat providers to make it even easier for people around the world to access the platform. And finally, if you have a Telegram account, you can pay using Telegram Stars. Ultimately, the choice of payment method doesn't matter. No matter which way you pay for your account, once the payment is processed, you'll get access to it. If you're paying for the first time, you can enter a promo code. You can get a promo code from your favorite influencers or by participating in the community and platform activities. Click on the promo code and enter your promo code here. All listeners of this video have access to the promo code Upscale10. This gives you a 10% discount. If you have any questions or issues using the platform, you can always contact technical support. Technical support is available directly from the terminal. To do this, just click this button right here. Click it. Click on Create New Request. Choose the language you want to use to talk to technical support, let's say English, then select the product Upscale, categorize your question, for example, if you have a technical issue or an error, and that's it. Next, I just write out any problem I have in plain text. If needed, I attach a screenshot here, send it, and a support staff member gets in touch with me to resolve any issue. The list of trading pairs available on Upscale is quite extensive. Right now, we support more than 150 different crypto pairs. Here they are, all our crypto pairs. So both very popular pairs like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and TON are available there. XRP, as well as all kinds of meme coins like PPA, Shiba, tokens from DeFi projects like Ava, Era, and pretty much all the popular layer ones such as Aptos, Cardano, and layer 2s like Arbitrum, DEX tokens, ASTA, and so on and so forth. You'll find virtually every token from the top 150 here, and we're constantly working to add more and more new cryptocurrencies to the platform. Besides that, we offer trading on Forex and commodity pairs. And in the near future, we will have support for stocks and indices. So we have already become familiar with the basic trading functions. On a demo account, it's time to dive a little deeper into the trading terminal. First of all, let's look at what types of orders we support. We've already worked together. With market order, limit order is also supported. What is a limit order? A limit order is an order that is triggered when an asset reaches a certain price, or the best one, accordingly, for execution for the trader. For example, if it's a long, then the price must first drop to a certain level. And here we can set that level. We set the price, set the amount, and then accordingly, this way we set stop loss, take profit, and the key parameters. Let's try to create a limit order, for example, at 91,600. 91,600 at 10%. Let's do it without take profits and without stop losses, breaking all the risk management rules. We've created a limit order. It showed up on our chart. A convenient feature of our terminal is that you can easily drag this limit order around on the chart. You can just select it like this and drag this limit order wherever you want. Obviously, it won't let me drag it above the current price, but moving it below the current price is no problem. So when dragging, order validation is also enforced for, we have stop market and stop limit order types. So what is it? A stop market order? A stop market is an order that will be executed, again, at the price we set. But in the case where this price is either the same or worse for the trader. So in the case of a long, the limit price will always be below the current price. That means it's better for me. I want to go long. I want to buy at a lower price. But with the stop market order, I might think differently. If the asset goes up and reaches a certain price, which for me, for a long, is relatively worse, it's more expensive, then it will keep rising. And that's when I place a stop market order, which will be executed at market price as soon as the price hits a certain level. For example, we can set a stop market at 93,100. Now I have a stop market at 93,100, and in the same way, I can move it around on the chart. Like this, for example, just like that. Another important and very convenient type of order is the trailing stop. A trailing stop lets you stop constantly monitoring your stop losses and take profits and hand that over to automation. How does it work? We click on Create Trailing Stop Order and start configuring its parameters. First of all, we set the deviation. The deviation can be set either in percent or in USD. This means that from the current value of our position, whatever it may be, if we lose 3%, we will close 100% of the position. So as long as the price is moving in your direction, again, if it's a long position, the price keeps going up and up, everything is great. But as soon as you lose 3% from the maximum P&L on the position, that's it. The order will trigger for 100% and close your position, protecting your take profit. Here, you can specify this in percent. Yes, the percentage drop. 3, 5, 10, and so on. Or you can set it in absolute numbers in USD. As soon as the price drops from the maximum, the asset price falls, I don't know, let's say, for example, $100, then that's it, we'll close 100%. Another option available here is the activation price. Activation price means that this order will only be triggered once the asset reaches a certain price. First, a specific price. Not right away, because if I don't select an activation price, this order will be active immediately. So if Bitcoin drops by $100 from its current value, the order will be executed. Or I can say, now let's wait first until the asset, for example, rises to $92,000. After the asset has risen to $92,000, if after that, or at any other higher point, the asset drops by $100, this order will be activated. It sounds pretty complicated, but there's a very handy explainer here. We click on how it works here, and it explains in plain language what will happen. Once the price reaches 92,000, the trailing 100 will be activated. If the price then drops by $100 from the new high, the order will be triggered and the position will be closed. Accordingly, we can look at this test planner and change the parameters here. For example, if I set a percentage here, say 3%, the action here will change. Or if I remove the activation price, we'll see that the price will actually track the current price, and the order will be active immediately. Let's continue trading and see how to manage your positions. Well, before we look at that, we need to open some positions. Let's do it. Let's open a couple more positions. Let's open something short on Bitcoin. It's important to note that our platform operates in hedging mode, meaning it allows us to open both long and short positions on the same asset at the same time. If, for this same pair, I have several long orders executed, they will all affect the same position. At the same time, the stop losses and take profits that are set on the position creation screen will be applied, but only to the portion of the position that was opened with the corresponding market or limit order. Now, let's create something else. The wonderful Trump token. Let's do a little trading with it here as well. Apparently, we'll go short. Let's pick something more fundamental so we can short it with maximum leverage. Don't do this. Don't do this, kids. Now we have quite a few open positions, and we need to manage them somehow. To manage all our positions, we use the Portfolio tab. As soon as I go to the portfolio, I can see all my positions and all my orders at a glance. For all positions, that is across all markets to be precise, we can see that I have open positions in 3 different markets, open on Aave, on Bitcoin, and there are 6 different open orders. You can scroll through all of this. Here, you can look at the history of opening and closing positions. Here, accordingly, I can choose which account's history I'm viewing. Right now, we're trading together. On this account, I can, of course, select any other account. For example, I have another account, but there aren't any open positions on it yet. And from here, I can manage everything. From here, I can create more than 100 orders and edit existing ones, or instantly switch to the corresponding pair. Here on the positions screen, I can actually display all my positions, not just for the active pair. By default, only active positions are shown. I can click all positions here to display all positions. At the same time, the position I'm currently in will be highlighted on the chart here. If I want to switch, for example, to the Trump or Bitcoin chart, I just click here, and now I've switched to the Trump coin chart. There's another pretty convenient feature in the portfolio. It's the close all positions feature. For some reason, if something goes wrong, or on the contrary, if everything is going really well, I want to close all my positions at once. For example, here I have 2 positions, both nicely in the green. I click close all. It calculates my total P&L and the total commission for all positions. I click them and all positions will be closed at market price. Let's look at some important parameters that will play a role when opening positions. For example, let's go to the Bitcoin market. And let's open a position, for example, using 100% of our capital with maximum leverage. What do we see below? Below, we see the estimated position size in the base asset that I will open. So if this order is filled, I'll get a position of 1.37 Bitcoin. Margin. Margin's the amount of money I put into the position minus the commission. The entry price is a market order, which means the entry price changes along with the market. The estimated liquidation price, that is, the price at which the positions will be liquidated, if no stop loss is sought, and the fee, the platform's commission. What else do we have? We have the spread parameter. The spread is the difference between the idealized opening price, if we just take the current price, multiply the margin by the leverage, and see how many assets we can buy at the current price. This spread exists because no market has perfect depth. We have a limited order book for the asset, so when I place my order, to execute it, I actually won't be able to fill the entire order. At this specific price, some parts of the order will be filled at slightly worse prices. We can see that for Bitcoin. The asset's liquidity is super high, and we see that the spread, in this case, even when opening a fairly large position, is around 0.01%. So in fact, it's very low. Let's take a look at this effect on a less liquid asset. Let's find something that's not very liquid. For example, the ORDI token, and let's try to do the same thing. We'll take 100% amount, use 5 times leverage, and see what happens. Here we can see that the spread is already quite significant. It's 0.77%. The position size I open will differ from the ideal by 0.77%. Because the amount of funds invested in this position, yes, that's 25 times 5, so about $25,000. And then we can take a look. For example, on CoinMarketCap, here's this ORDI token. And here we can look at the order book depth. If you buy $70,000 worth on Binance, the price will move by 2%, upscaling. At the same time, thanks to data aggregation from the PIF network, we offer slightly better execution. Here, when buying a long position for $125,000, the price will only move by 0.77. More precisely, it's not that the price will move, but the trader will get execution at 0.77%. Worse than in an ideal world. Let's continue our discussion using the tools available on the Upscale platform for analysis. So first of all, we can hide this panel by clicking this button so our chart gets bigger. And then we can zoom in a bit more here. The Upscale terminal is built on the TradingView platform, one of the most powerful platforms for technical analysis. Here we can click the blue button and access all the necessary tools we have here for analysis and drawing. What can we do here? We can simply draw something, like regular lines, for example, something like this. Or we can use more advanced features. For instance, we can draw Fibonacci levels. What else can we do here? We can use text tools or rulers. For example, we can measure the difference between these levels. See? Like this, and so on and so forth. In other words, all the features we have are available to us on the Upscale platform. Besides that, we can save the results of our analysis, share them on Twitter, and so on. If, for some reason, the built-in analysis tools aren't enough for you, you can use any other platform to conduct your analysis. This is not prohibited. If you want to use MetaTrader, go ahead and use specialized platforms that work with trading volumes. All of this is allowed by the platform's rules. Use any analytics tools, including the built-in ones that are already available. Now let's take a closer look at the risk management panel, the risk dashboard, and the different types of accounts. Let's start with the most basic type of account, the two-phase account, the two-phase challenge, and its risk parameters. Right after your purchase, you'll see a panel like this. In other words, you'll see that you have a basic account there. My account is for $25,000. I'm on the very first phase. The first phase means I need to earn 5% to move on to the next stage. Here, my parameters are displayed. This is the daily drawdown, the maximum I can lose in a day. I can lose up to 1,250 per day. Here, it's displayed for me. This is 5% of the initial account size. This is fixed, so it will remain 5% of the initial account, even though the account itself might grow. Here, accordingly, it's specified like the stop, right? That 23,750 is the minimum equity for my account. What does equity mean? Equity is the remaining account balance plus the P&L from all positions. It's tracked in real time. Even if a position hasn't been closed yet, if the total drawdown across all positions at any moment reaches 1250, the account is closed. Here, I see my current balance displayed. The account is untouched. I haven't traded on it yet, so it's equal to the initial balance, 25,000. I can lose up to 10% of the account. The minimum account equity is 22,500. If the account reaches this equity, the account is closed, and my profit target is 26,250. I need to earn this amount to move forward. I have to make this money over the course of 3 profitable trading days, and for a day to count as profitable, I need to earn $125 in a day. And here I have what's called the equity curve displayed. So the account size will be displayed here dynamically all the time while I'm trading. As I trade successfully and progress through the accounts, the account phase will change here. Right now, it says this is phase 1 to 2. When I successfully meet the conditions of the first phase, I'll move on to the second phase. Here, it'll show phase 2 of 2. And when I move on to a funded account, it will display funded here. Let's take a look at what a funded account looks like. Here we have exactly the same two-phase account, but this one has already reached the funded phase. We can see that I'm in the funded phase. So this is the first phase and this is the second phase. I passed the second phase and got funded. All the conditions are exactly the same as they were for me on the demo, on the evaluation. The only difference is that I don't have any targets here for final profit, right? The sky's the limit. The earning opportunities on the platform are unlimited. We can see that this block has changed. It has changed to a block with withdrawal conditions. So before I can withdraw my profit from the platform, I have these conditions. I can withdraw once every 5 profitable days that I need to complete over any period of time. I can withdraw once every 14 days in general when I reach 5 profitable days. So in the funded phase, after I have 5 profitable days, that's it. I can withdraw, but not more often than once every 14 days. So it's not 14 profitable days, and it's not that I have to make 5 profitable days within 14 days. No, it's just once every 14 days. As soon as I reach 5 profitable days in the funded phase, everything above my initial balance, I can withdraw it. Quite often, traders set themselves unrealistic goals. The trader often thinks that he will make 20, 30, or even 50% on his deposit in a month. Trading like that is generally unsustainable. Over the long run, it's impossible to maintain such results, and they come with huge risks for the deposit, and, for example, in this case, it would be a huge risk for the platform as well. That's why on our platform, we limit traders' risks as well as our own by capping leverage at 5 times, which we consider the maximum reasonable leverage. We try to provide the opportunity to trade primarily highly liquid assets, not meme coins with ultra-low market caps. We suggest that our traders use, as their own benchmark, the performance of reputable hedge funds that manage capital. It's important to understand that a hedge fund typically earns around 20 to 35, maybe 40% per year for its clients. Any other kind of trading is trading with excessive risks, which will most likely lead to losing your deposit. Therefore, to objectively assess the opportunities the platform offers you, you can take your initial balance, add about 20 to 40% to it, and understand that this is the amount you can realistically earn by trading conservatively. Anything above that is already very high-risk trading. bordering on gambling. Let's take a look at the next type of account. This is an accelerated one-phase account. Accelerated accounts are very similar to two-phase accounts. So here we see exactly the same progress bar, except that it has one less point. In this case, I have passed the evaluation and I'm now in the funded phase. You see, there is no intermediate phase here. I have exactly the same drawdowns. The only difference is that they are slightly reduced because the platform has fewer opportunities to collect data on a specific trader, so the risk parameters are a bit more conservative for the platform. But nevertheless, we still see a daily drawdown here. We see, well here, no, like if we were in the first phase, we would have hit there. We would have seen the maximum drawdown. We are on the funded stage, which means we need to make 5 profit days. Everything is the same, 5 profit days and 14 days between withdrawals, daily profit, and so on. It's also important to note here what the platform considers a day. The platform counts days the same way for all traders. A day starts and ends at midnight UTC. That's it. So if you're in a different time zone, keep that in mind, and don't be surprised about when the day starts. For your convenience, right here below, you can see the time remaining until the end of the trading day. It's displayed in hours, and it's shown based on your local time. So if you're outside the UTC time zone, you'll see exactly when the day ends for you in UTC, which means for the platform as well. Now, let's move on to our final type of account. These are turbo accounts with instant funding. The risk management panel is a little different. So here we already have our familiar withdrawal section. The rules are the same, no more than once every 14 days and only after reaching 5 profitable days. 5 profitable days are counted the same way, 0.5% of the account per day. The only difference is that in the trading balance and the drawdown section, it says here that the account cannot go below $4,700. $4,700, that's 6% of our initial account value. This number will increase along with the account balance. So instead of splitting it into daily drawdown and overall drawdown, there is just one drawdown, which leaves a minus 6% from the maximum equity on the account. This helps balance the risks for the platform, providing instant funding, and the risks for the trader. On the other hand, turbo accounts have gambling protection enabled. Protection is enabled against extremely reckless trading by actually using the all-in method. When calculating profitable days, only those profit days will be counted where less than 30% of the total account profit was earned. This number, which it generally doesn't make sense to exceed in a single trading day, will be displayed right here in the max profit day panel. So as soon as you reach it, you can safely end your trading session for the day and go relax. After you've completed all the necessary steps to withdraw funds, the withdraw button will be unlocked. You click the withdraw button, specify the amount you want to withdraw, and submit your request. The request is reviewed within 2 days, at most 2 business days, after which the funds are sent to your wallet. We're working to make the review process as fast as possible, and in the near future, we plan to automate it. That means withdrawals will be processed instantly. After you withdraw funds, a member of the Upscale marketing team may reach out to you and ask you to share your experience in an interview format. We listen closely to our traders, enjoy talking with them, record interviews, and post them on our social media so they can share their experience using the Upscale trading platform with our community. And we can make the platform better by taking into account all the wishes of successful traders. You can watch these interviews on our YouTube channel. Now, let's take a look at what other features the platform offers. First and foremost, there are certificates. Here, you can view your certificates for each account. What kinds of certificates are they? There are 2 types of certificates. The first is funding certificates, which confirm that you have received a funded account. You can view it here. Why do you need the certificate? You can share it on your social networks to confirm your competence as a trader, and you can also invite your friends to the platform using your referral code. We'll talk a bit more about that later. On the other hand, there are certificates for profit payouts. These will appear right here after you receive a payout from the platform or reach a payout milestone. Certificates will also be available here, which you can open, share with friends, and post on social media. And each certificate will have your personal referral code on it. The referral code allows you to bring new users to the platform and earn from 10 to 15% of their account contributions. Upscale regularly holds tournaments on the platform. Tournaments can be held both for traders who have already received funding and for all traders who have managed to create a demo account. So basically, it's open to everyone. For example, right now, we can see that there's a tournament on the platform using demo accounts with a prize pool that you can share, even if you've never deposited any funds on the platform. In other words, you can win accounts, you can win cash prizes, and so on and so forth, all without actually risking anything at all. So come to the platform, keep an eye on the demo tournaments, take part in them, and win. In addition, the Upscale platform also offers extra tools that can help you become a slightly better trader. First and foremost, we have our Academy. You can access it from the Tools Academy section. The Academy is a completely free academy that will teach you the basics of trading, technical analysis, how to use the platform, risk management, and so on in a simple way, all the essential skills you need to acquire before you start trading seriously. We also have our community. Our community is available on Telegram and Discord. In the community, there are many great traders who are already sharing their trading ideas, communicating, analyzing different setups, breaking down their trades, and moving forward together to become better and better traders. So if you want to surround yourself with other trading professionals, please join our community. There's also a referral program available on the Upscale platform under the Referrals tab. The referral program allows you to share your unique Upscale platform link with your friends and earn a portion of their commission for using the platform. By default, you'll receive 10% of their contributions. As the number of your referrals grows, you'll receive a higher and higher share percentage. So you'll start by getting 10%, then 12%, and then 15% if you have more than 30 active referrals. If you are a major influencer or a public figure, please contact us here. We can consider unique terms for your participation in the referral program. I hope you enjoyed our review of the Upscale platform and that Upscale will find its place in your trading strategy. With access to large capital, a community of traders, a user-friendly interface, and a wide range of highly liquid pairs, Upscale truly allows you to unlock your trading potential. Follow the links in the description and start your trading journey with Upscale.